Shoplifters often operate under the assumption that they will not be apprehended, frequently overlooking the potential repercussions. However, what transpires when these shoplifters are apprehended by the police in the act and are compelled to confront the consequences? Here are 4 instances of the most outrageous reactions from shoplifters upon being caught. The first, and arguably the most controversial, occurred on September 25th, 2022. 2 men were spotted buying a Halloween costume at Walmart, which initially seemed innocuous. However, it was later discovered that they had 2 duffel bags full of store merchandise that they had no intention of paying for. Fortunately, an observant employee noticed the 2 suspicious customers and alerted a police officer, who then positioned himself outside the entrance, ready to apprehend them.
How's it going? We can go in here and talk. We're gonna walk in there. Stop. Do it.
This is a precarious situation for the officer, as it's a one-on-one confrontation, and he's uncertain if the man is armed. Consequently, he radios in a 1018 a code that signals other officers to urgently provide backup. However, for the time being, he's alone and must ensure that this individual doesn't escape.
Stop fighting! Stay down! Stay down!
Regrettably, the officer entirely misses with the taser, allowing the suspect to flee and escape through a rear exit. However, a backup unit arrives just in the nick of time to observe him dashing away outside.
Get on the fucking ground! Put your fucking ass behind your back! Hurry up! Let me talk to you. Get the fuck on the ground. You try out there. You! Listen. 19-7. Mainly on the west side of Walmart.
This officer has a more successful attempt at apprehending and restraining the suspect, managing to get him on the ground and in handcuffs. However, it's important to remember that this individual was not alone. The officer's focus now shifts to locating the other man visible in the security footage. Conveniently, they wouldn't have to search far.
Man, you said you were walking your friends. Take off.
I know, call my girlfriend.
Take off. You've been following back and forth with this guy. Go. I know you're with him. Leave.
Okay, I pay for my shit. I got money in my fucking pocket.
Leave.
All right.
You can walk around and away.
Touch me too, bitch. What's wrong with you? I'm calling my girlfriend to get a car key.
This, he was with him. Why?
Take that one thing and then you try to take off with all the stuff.
You need to walk away from me, man. You need to go.
I'm waiting for my girlfriend, man.
You staying right with me everywhere I go.
No, I'm fucking going this way, motherfucker. Get my fucking girlfriend for the car keys. What's wrong with you, man?
You want him in the store? You want him in the store?
No, it's trespassing.
Just come outside because we're gonna make a deal. Why?
Because we're done with you.
Hey, look, I'm calling my girlfriend. Hey, look, I'll resist, man. Look.
Go ground.
Rosario, they got me right here in the front. They're handcuffing me too. I'm gonna grab this car key.
I'm running outside.
Okay, we're running outside because they're handcuffing me for no reason.
As you might anticipate, the man is detained. His girlfriend is informed of the situation and a brief dispute ensues. The man is then escorted back to a patrol vehicle. Upon searching the man's pockets, a variety of pills and powders are discovered and seized. Both men are charged with felony shoplifting conspiracy to shoplift, while the other man faces an additional 2 charges for drug trafficking. However, on November 21st of the same year, all charges against both suspects were dropped. A conclusion that is undoubtedly disappointing. The next shoplifting case, however, has a much more gratifying outcome, though perhaps not for the reasons you might expect.
Hi, ma'am. Do you have stuff in your coat right now? No? Okay. Employees said they saw you stuff from your basket into your jacket.
No, I just went and I just put all my stuff back because I was supposed to be my other half here and he never showed up. I just tried calling him actually.
Okay, so if we search your jacket, we're not going to find any items? I'll give you an opportunity right now to take everything out. But it's going to be your one and only opportunity.
If you take everything out right now, we won't even press charges. We'll just give you a release.
I think that's a fair deal. All right, there we go.
I don't have an ID.
It appears peculiar for someone to risk shoplifting merely for a hat and gloves, considering the high risk for such a small payoff. However, as the officer delves deeper into the girl's situation, it begins to become more comprehensible.
Do you have an address that you stay at? No. Are you working anywhere, Jamie?
Man, it's just cold outside. I don't have any money and I just wanted a hat and gloves.
As it turns out, this girl is homeless and lacks the funds to purchase anything to keep her warm for the impending winter. Regrettably, this is a real issue that a significant number of people confront in countries worldwide. Many individuals conclude that their only recourse is to steal what they need to survive. After all, if the outcome is a warm place to stay and a few free meals, what is there to lose? Being apprehended like this and being informed that they're not going to press charges is essentially the worst case scenario for her. That was, however, until the officer decided to take the following action.
You don't have hat or gloves? I'll buy these for her.
Thank you.
But don't do this, okay? I know it's tough, but there's other ways.
It's just...
Call us for help, all right? But if you come back in here, you're gonna get arrested.
947.
Thank you so much.
Again, it's cold, but 947 ain't worth, especially like if you're out on bond and stuff.
Your ears are cold.
I get it.
It's not an excuse, but like...
I get it. But call us for help. We have resources we can help you out with. Every contact with us doesn't have to be a bad thing. All right. Do you guys need anything else from us?
No, thanks.
Okay. Sounds good.
No charges were filed against the girl, and the police department commended the officer for his genuine compassion. He handled this situation flawlessly, a statement that cannot be made about the officers in the following case.
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car!
In 2015, a woman was stopped by the police after being spotted on CCTV shoplifting from a Walmart. However, following a brief conversation with the officers, it was evident that she had no plans to remain at the scene.
You're being a pain right now. Stop with this, okay? Listen, I'm explaining it to you right now. You're being a pain to stop with, so we're going to talk about it, okay? Hey, did you steal merchandise at school?
I wanted to post.
After clarifying the charges against them, the officers allow one of the women to enter her car to her car to retrieve an item. However, they seem to overlook the fact that she still possesses her keys. The situation can only have one outcome.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Back up! Back up! Put in the car! Put in the car! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car!
Incredibly, the officers permitted her to take the driver's seat, insert the keys into the ignition, and then simply drive off after colliding with one of the patrol vehicles. This represents a remarkable level of negligence. However, they can't afford to stand around pondering how it all transpired. They must initiate a pursuit as quickly as possible. By this stage, the Jeep had managed to put a considerable distance between itself and the police. However, it appears that the driver isn't particularly skilled at evading capture, and the officer was able to close the gap in under a minute. The shoplifter accelerates down the road, skillfully evading traffic as she goes. The police maintain a close pursuit, but they struggle to corner her or halt her progress. Despite their efforts, she continues to cause havoc. In conjunction with the police's deployment of a spike strip, the reckless driving has severely damaged her car. It's now driving at an angle with parts of it hanging loose, and the tires are literally beginning to disintegrate. As the pursuit continues, it progressively slows down until it eventually comes to a complete halt. One might question how any incident in a Walmart could justify such an escalation. Nevertheless, the shoplifter is eventually extracted from the vehicle and handcuffed, bringing an abrupt end to her unexpected spree of chaos. It was later revealed that she had shoplifted goods worth over $2,000 a felony, but certainly not worth the charges she faced. Following her escape, she was convicted of criminal conspiracy, first-degree assault, and battery, hit and run, and of course, shoplifting. She received a 7-year prison sentence for what was initially a minor crime, illustrating how quickly things can spiral out of control, but happens when thieves escalate their activities. This is precisely what occurred in the following case, where an employee began pilfering substantial sums from her workplace. During an audit, the business owner was informed that over $25,000 had vanished and was unaccounted for. Around the same time, one of her employees had recently purchased a new car and frequently arrived at work sporting new designer bags and clothes. It didn't require genius to identify the prime suspect.
I have the register tape too that she pulled it, like the timestamp too.
Okay, you got that on video? Or do you just tape?
I just have me on video, but not her on video doing it. But I have the time that she went over time.
Yeah, of course. What's your phone number? 917?
She's on the phone with the customer.
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Castaway Police Department.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm here today is because we got a call in reference to something. I was wondering if we could talk to you for a second.
Yeah, of course.
Is there somewhere we can talk to her?
If you want to privately, you can just go in the back.
Yeah, you can go ahead and show us.
So the first question is, can you guess why we're here?
I was accused of stealing money at a party. That was it.
Regrettably, the police are not present due to a minor disagreement at a party. However, this does affirm their suspicion that this is likely the individual they are seeking. It's often the case that if someone is comfortable stealing in one context, they are much more likely to do so in a more serious situation. This doesn't necessarily label them as a maniac, as these individuals often steal solely to satisfy their own desires. And nevertheless, the police are fairly confident that this is the person they need to interrogate.
Tell us about you.
All I was doing was trying to look for a tampon. I thought I started my period, and I had moved this girl's bag. I only paid her back because I didn't want anything to happen. I didn't want it to be put on me because I'm not that kind of person.
We appreciate it, but that's not necessarily why we're here today. We're here because you're being accused of theft. However, the theft is not in regards to that party. It's in regards to something that's happened here today.
Okay.
So, you have a manager who advised us that, well, not manager, you have one of your other coworkers who's advised us that they left a certain amount of dollars, very identifying marks on that. And you were the only person who stood.
Okay.
She also has receipts of the opening of when the drawer was opened, what exact time.
Okay.
Where we're at right now is I can't promise you anything, but for me, and I'm sure also for her, same thing, honesty is the best policy. Okay. So could you tell us anything about that?
I did do it. I'm having some issues with money right now.
The apprehension proved to be much simpler than the police had anticipated. The managers had amassed a significant amount of evidence including marking several bills in the cash register, which were later found in the girl's possession. And the girl clearly recognizes that she's been caught red-handed and assumes there's no escape. However, we now have the opportunity to observe her attempt to rationalize her actions.
I just bought off a new car, so I haven't been working lately. I will admit to that, so.
Was it just today, or has it been in the past?
It was today, and then I've done it in the past before, but never large amounts.
How much would you say?
Probably
So we walked up to the back.
300 maybe was the most beforehand. It's in my bag.
Okay, can I go through that bag?
Yes, sir.
Alright, do you mind coming over here for me? Just to identify.
There's one J, there's my J.
There's another J here. This is the only J, but I'll get you the serial number.
That's a J.
That's mine.
The bank's notes found in her purse bear identical markings and serial numbers to those documented by the manager.
Can she have a seat for a minute? Of course. Let's have a seat. Okay. You want to press charges?
Yes, I do. Because I added it up. It's $1,000 that's been going on. You're breaking my freaking heart. I have the documentation in my car. I wasn't prepared to turn it over because I was trying to rule it out. But I'll show you what I was preparing for my insurance company.
Okay, let's see that.
It's well over what she has here. I was hoping she would show it all, what you took this morning, and you didn't. So, no, I'm sorry.
Let's make it not contentious.
Look at all of it. You can have it.
And that 22,000 doesn't calculate the 13.
No, because I didn't know she was going to. I actually came in because I was planning on just interviewing her.
Right.
She was not originally who I thought it was going to be. I was very shocked. I got it down to I ruled out everybody but her and another girl. And I actually just thought it was the other girl, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. But now looking at all this evidence and time clocks when she was here, it all lines up. Makes sense.
Do you recollect any of those things?
How much do you think you've taken over the years?
It's just this year, by the way.
It's just
this year.
How many?
The evidence amassed by the manager indicates that over $22,000 has vanished entirely. Considering the numerous lavish purchases made by the girl that year, it's reasonable to assume that this figure is quite accurate. The police decide to handcuff her and escort her into custody. She was subsequently charged with theft, sentenced to a year of probation, and ordered to repay a total of $20,000 to the company.